नमस्कार, योकार, वेलकम. दिस इज वेकिंग वन फ्रॉम माय गोवा नेटवर्क आणि आज आमचं एक स्पेशल एपिसोड हा. स्पेशल एपिसोड म्हणून स्पेशल गेस्ट या आमचे हांगा मिलरॉय गोयज फ्रॉम LA. LA म्हटलं आमचो गोंयचोच रे, पूण LA बेस्ड तो आतां सी पिक्सन ऑपरेशनल डायरेक्टर हेग म्हणून आणि गोंयचोच आणि गोंयाचे फिल्ममेकर तो आणि खूप कितें कितें ते आयज तुमी जाणून घेतले आणि मिलरॉया बद्दल त्या लायफा बद्दल जाणून घेतले. सो आतां ते मिलरॉयाक आमी मेळया. Milroy Baba, how are you?
All right.
It's been a while since you were out of your hometown. Like, how you feel like after reaching back and seeing the farmlands and all the greenery?
Well, it's always been Goa is always in my heart. So I was away from Goa, but I was never away from Goa. It's like you cannot take a Goan out of Goa, or
Exactly.
Goa out of Goans, whatever that statement is.
Yeah. So tell me one thing. What would you prefer? Goan cuisine or whatever the Americans see? Mainly before that, I want to tell you that he's based in LA, Los Angeles, and he works for the CPix OTT platform where he's the operational head, and it's a big thing, huh? It's a big thing. So tell me one thing. Goan cuisine, do you miss that?
Of course, I haven't missed Goan cuisine. I would cook. I was great at cooking, so I will cook something of Goan back at my own apartment. So yeah, I had a couple of time that I would cook because I just see I have a lot of time. Okay, so my job is mostly having meetings with the executives. So I have a lot of time on my hand that I can spend cooking whenever especially Saturdays. Yeah, I haven't missed Goan food. It's always.
For the viewers, those who know, Milroy is a film producer. I don't know what I can tell. He is a film producer. He is also into music, making music videos. Then he is also a script writer. He does everything, you name it. So back in 2019, his film Welcome Millions, it was a multilingual film shot in Goa, Punjab and UK, I think, right?
It was Goa,
Yeah.
Punjab, and UK. Yeah.
It was the first Indian film, right?
Yeah.
Which was eligible, I think, for
At that time, yeah.
2019 Academy Awards in the US, I think. No?
It was in the US.
And it was premiered in LA,
Los
right?
Angeles,
Los
yeah.
Angeles, Los Angeles. None of the people, none of the Goans know about that film. But tell me, Milroy, you went to LA for your film's premiere.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Well, that was actually my dream that came true that day. So I had a really good experience meeting a lot of people there. I believe that's something I always wanted to be in Hollywood, So that gave me a little hope at that time.
The audience doesn't know that you had featured MLTR song, Michael Learns to Rock, this song in your movie Welcome Millions. So did you have a personal interaction with them? How did you make it happen?
Like as you said, you listened to MLTR way before. Same. I grew up listening to MLTR. We had cassette tapes, okay? Cut to short. I just thought I should take the song for my film. It was very difficult thought because my producers were like, how would you write to them? So we wrote to Universal Studios in LA. Somehow we got a message from Michael Learns. We connected over the emails and like, oh yeah, I have this script, and I sent them the script, and then the song they approved, and they were actually coming to Goa the following month. They said, we're coming to Goa. We want to invite you for a concert. They gave me tickets for 4 of our team. Yeah, so since then we are over the calls, over the messages, and it's been a really good collaboration. And they have promoted me very well on their social media networks. So yeah, it's something that it's a God's gift, you can say.
Now, hearing about your favorite band and it gets you back to the old days, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Someday.
That's true.
That track was really good. So what are your hobbies apart from filmmaking, writing?
I like writing, painting. I'm an artist actually. So I do sketches sometimes, graphic designing sometimes. So anything to do with art, it's my thing. So this time I spent a lot of time traveling because I wanted to write this particular script that I was just completed a few days back. Yeah,
Uh-huh. And I wanted to ask you, I've seen this in the American series, Malibu Beach.
yeah.
How was the experience there? Because I wanted to go there really. Once I'll go. You went there.
Yeah, I just stroll sometime there because it's kind of close by. So me and my friends, we always go to Malibu Beach. It's very private, where Kanye West lives, right next to. It's very private. No one really get to go there. You must have seen it's very empty actually. So that reminds me of Goa actually. So when I was in Goa this time, we have spent more time at the beach. There's a beach Malibu here also called Benalium, which the other side is quite empty, you know. But I think all Goans know what that is. I cannot name the beach because I think everyone wants to keep something private. Yeah. It's a Goan thing.
And right now you are into CPIX
Yeah.
OTT platform. So they tell us more about that because the viewers also would like to know.
Yeah, CPIX is the South Asian based OTT platform, although it's an international platform. And we just recently tied up with Z5. One of my visit coming back to India also to have a meeting with the Z5. Since I am the head of the operations, I had to personally have a meeting as well. So we are promoting a lot of Indian as well, Iranian, Persian, and Spanish. So it's also some films from Portugal. So though we have focused on South Asia, so we also try to bring films from other part of the world. So it's just like a Netflix, but in a very new network.
I don't know much about because lately I've stopped watching web series and all.
Oh yeah.
But then again, G5 connecting to your CPX, that means the Indian cinema is also will be up there in the US for the people for viewing.
Yeah.
That is a good thing. And what's there in the future? Like, what are your next plans? Like,
Yeah, I mean, after the Welcome Millions, there has been quite a gap when it comes to films. So I was really thinking about writing something, and I always wanted to write something in romantic comedy. I don't know. I always loved watching those films, so I think that's something I'm trying to do now.
romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Put your own experience also.
I mean, yeah, there are so many instances. Like, yeah.
So apart from that, Goa and then LA.
Hmm.
Then you also visit in between you have visited many foreign countries.
Yeah.
So which culture do you prefer? Like which culture like attracts you? Like you feel they are like more every culture is important. But then again, which is your favorite like tradition heritage? Which you feel like?
We Goans have some unique culture. And I was in Portugal, I was in London, my visits. I've always seen that it connects very well because we gel with very European based culture, also Indian culture. So I think I still prefer Goan culture because that is something always appreciated when I was in Hollywood. I mean, whenever I say I'm from Goa, they already know what is Goa.
Oh, that's great.
No. They always say India, Goa has a different thing. When according to them, it's not me. It's not me saying because they have met Goans, and they always say you Goans are something. You know, yeah.
And since you are a filmmaker, and right now after COVID, everyone maybe they are self-proclaimed filmmaker wannabes. Also, the reels are already trending and all that. And in that, the real art and the real talented, the professionals are getting held back somewhere down the line. So I just wanted to know, like, what is actually filmmaking, first of all, and secondly, what knowledge one must have before actually calling them a filmmaker or creator.
Well, coming back to your question, I'd like to just highlight a little bit of what has happened in the past. I mean, just a few days back, I was at the King's School here in Margao to give a small talk to the youngsters. And one of the question I had from them was, how do you define yourself a filmmaker when there is already a lot of this YouTube and Instagram and all other real things? So one thing I said is that there's a difference between a filmmaker and a social media content creator. So either you can become a social media content creator or a filmmaker. In filmmaker, film is a business. If you make a nice reel, a nice YouTube video, a producer with 1 million will not come to you saying, make a movie. They'll come with 100 rupees. They'll say, how much it cost you to make that reel? Oh, 100 rupees just for that coffee you had. Okay, I'll give you 1,000. You make another 2 reels, right? When it comes to films, they see, this is what I have seen in Hollywood. They always say how much money you can manage, how much business you can give, what is your credibility in taking this project into multi-millions or whatever that is. What is your credibility? That is what a filmmaker have. So today's generation says, okay, I can make a reel, but then you are just a content creator for social media. That will not promise you in getting funding for such a big project, So yeah, the knowledge, the credibility, and of course, the understanding of filmmaking is a vast. If I go on talking about filmmaking, I think I will need another episode with you.
But Greg, you told them.
Yeah.
I wanted to inform them, but then again, I don't have that background in filmmaking. You are the best person to help.
Thank you.
Because right now I see a lot of wannabes, and it sometimes gets on my nerve. So, one last thing. What do you think? What future Indian or Goan movies, Goan films holds? Like, because you have seen the Goan movies, Bollywood, you have been into Hollywood also.
Yeah.
Because the way Goan film industry is evolving, the growth is there, but then again, it is not impacting anyway. I feel like that. So, what is your take on that?
So, actually, to be very honest with this question, I personally evolved making films. I made short films. I made second short film. I got a little popular. Then someone walking up to my house with an offer, asking me to direct a feature film. Then I seen the evolution of filmmaking in my own career because I took a chance to learn from my mistakes and also to correct myself and also to accept if it's a mistake. So for a Goan filmmaker to be able to take the film at such a level, I think we have really credible directors. I can name a few. Like we have Milroy, we have Swapnil Shetkar, we have Talaka. So we have really credible directors who make good films, and they know. And we can also foresee emerging new filmmakers too, if they follow and believe that they can also evolve by making something that is really worth and believing in their work, and also having a good leadership and respecting other talent which is there, So ego can kill even a very good filmmaker, So yeah, I think it's a very
the last line hurt me. It hit me to the core. Ego can actually kill a person.
Yeah.
So apart from that, I want to tell the viewers that back then till now also, he's been a mentor to me as well. Because even I was living in the self-belief or self-doubt. And this fellow, I think the vibe is different, and he told me things. I believed in myself after then, and I since then I've been growing and I've been experiencing. I've been loving life. So thank you for that as well.
Oh, I appreciate it.
And Milroy, tell me one thing. In between, after Welcome Millions, you were into music videos,
Yeah.
I want to tell the audience, Shasha Tirupati, back then she was with A.R. Rahman. A.R. Rahman for Saregama records and all. He is the one who directed the music videos and all. So how was that experience?
Working with Shasha? Yeah, of course. Actually, we did the music for Welcome Millions, a title song with Shasha. And we never knew each other that well, but she liked the work I did with the film, and she offered me to direct some music videos. And since then, I got some projects with Saregama, Sony Music also. So it has been really a good experience working with such a talented singer. And of course, I worked with many Goan singers as well. Of course, with you as well.
Yeah.
Kabir Moraes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
more is coming, yeah.
yeah.
So, and one more thing, even MLTR, Michael
Oh,
Learns
yeah.
to Rock, I forgot about that. His song, Someday,
Someday it's gonna make sense.
Someday it's gonna make sense. That was featured. That was featured for Welcome Millions movies. And that is a great achievement because I personally connect to that singer, those
Ah.
bands. Someday was my favorite song. Someday, somewhere. And when that song was in your movie, that actually made me feel more desperate to watch the movie.
Nice.
Personally. So, tell me, Milroy, apart from that, I know you from before, no? So that time you were a little bit chubby.
Oh, yeah. I was very
Now
fat.
you are slim, fit, fine. And I'm become chubby. Like, so tell me, how did you maintain? Like, what changes you actually did?
You know, I lived all my life in Goa. And, it's very difficult to justify in Goa who's fat, who's slim, who's healthy, who's not. So the Goan thinking is if you're a little bit chubby, you're healthy. And here I could always say my tummy is a little smaller than his. His tummy is bigger than mine. We could just distinguish and say I'm fine. When I went to LA, I lived in Hollywood. What changed there was completely different. I spent 1 year trying to understand, am I fat or slim? Am I fat or healthy? I was always in a group of people who are well built and very healthy, and I would look like a fat guy, even then I was not fat. According to me, if I come to Go, I would say I'm fine. But there is like all the actors, all the people who are just very healthy. Just hit me like, what am I missing here? And then someone in the Hollywood suggested me that there is a diet where I eat well, eat healthy, and exercise. I could just be healthy. All I wanted to lose was the water fat and then the belly fat. So I was very fat. I could not walk more than 20 minutes. Okay, forget about running. So I did the ketogenic diet with really good help from a nutritionist and of course some of the YouTube based doctors too, which is very Dr. Berg, that is very German name. So yeah, it helped me to lose. I mean, I was just fat.
Yeah, I know, man. When I saw you first time after such a long
Yeah.
time, I was like, I want to follow what you did.
Yeah,
What you were following.
so I did a little bit of exercise.
Mhm.
I mean, I lost my. I was walking a lot, climbing the mountains, hills basically, and eating healthy, 1 meal a day, cutting off the sugar, just healthy food, salad, meat, whatever meats, and just 1 meal a day, and sticking to the very determined losing it. It's not easy to be very sticking to that diet and avoiding
Yeah, 1 meal
burger
needs
and
discipline.
discipline is very important.
Discipline is very important.
And there's someone said to me, like, if you can lose weight, you can achieve anything. and that person is very famous musician from LA. He was like, if you can lose weight, I saw your then and now, which means you can achieve anything. And I believe it is true. If you can take care of your health, like there's a saying, health is wealth. So,
Yeah, body is a temple.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we must
So you have
actually
to respect
worship it
yourself,
and
yeah.
respect yourself.
Of course.
Yeah. This message also impacted me when he told me first, when I saw it, this drastic change, in the whatever body. That time I also consulted him many a times about health and how I can maintain that, manage that. Because when you see your others and when you see someone getting better, and then again, when you feeling healthy, when you're
Yeah.
being healthy, your mind also be at
Of
peace.
course. Yeah.
So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Apart from all that, now you're healthier, you're wealthier as well, you're successful. When you're getting married, man, We
Well,
want
I-
bachelors, no?
No, yeah, of course. I've been talking to my family about this, that I should think of settling this year, putting a word across with my family in the UK, family in Goa, just saying, okay, help me
All
out.
the single ladies, now put your hands up. So,
Yeah.
so Milroy, tonight you'll be flying back.
Yeah, tonight I'm flying back.
Days
LA.
will be like zip, zap, zip.
Was I think 20 days
Uh,
was less. I don't know, but yeah, it's been just like that. Snap of a
but
finger.
good thing is, one thing I want to tell you all, humbleness should be the key aspect of any personality. And this fellow, Milroy, he's been humble. And that his work earns him respect as well. So, Milroy, tell me, what message do you have for the viewers and for the fellow Goans who look at you as an inspiration and an
Ah.
idol?
Sure. If you believe in something that you want to achieve, and do not listen to naysayers. If you believe, share with those who have already achieved. Be around with those people who have achieved more than you. Because if you're around with the people who have not achieved nothing and you're sharing your higher dream, they always will say it's not achievable, because they have not achieved, neither they can believe in you. So surround yourself with the people who you want to be in the future, and even if you cannot be among themselves, nowadays it's very easy to watch their interviews over the internet, read their books, and just be in that what kind of vibe you say, be in the vibe of understanding what is achievable, because there is nothing in the world that you cannot achieve. Trust me, I have seen that.
I can't get boron those. And Milroy, it was nice talking to you. But one last time, I want to, because this is what I really ask everyone these days. The trend has been changing, and people expect you to change as well along with the trend. I hardly don't agree with that. But then again, if at a point of time you are asked to make a reel, being a filmmaker,
Yeah.
if someone is paying you to make a reel or make reels for them, okay, would you take that job?
No, to be very honest, if you go onto my Instagram, there is no reel that I make based on acting or anything. Like unlike other influential social media content creators, I don't create anything. I would just make some videos of my traveling, nothing else. So that's completely different.
Because I've seen many people, many influential people getting low and making reels, man. And that is actually not good for their professional art, their talent. I don't know, man. So
It's
Will-
like this. Like if I'm a painter and I am making canvas painting. Now you see, canvas painting have a value than
yeah.
digital art.
Yes.
Now, just because of the trend of digital art, I'm shifting into digital art. Let's say, okay, can I sell that digital art for, let's say, 1 lakh Indian rupees? But I can sell my
Canvas
big
painting.
canvas painting for 1 lakh, because it's a painting, handwork.
And,
Digital art have no future. They'll say I can make 10 copies of it. Okay, NFT is a far off thought, unless you something. Okay, but in general thinking, a digital art. Now, just because there's a trend, don't go with the trend. Be yourself.
well, Mere, be yourself. Just because others are doing it and that trend is not there, doesn't mean you are less deserving. Or you don't need to doubt yourself.
Sure.
Ani, yeah, that was Milroy Goes. And it's been a privilege to have him just one day before he's flying back to LA. And Milroy, it was really nice talking to you. And
Pleasure.
I want the viewers also to know that filmmaking isn't a kicks play or whatever. He has worked hard for it. Now people will just see the success, but only if you know his story, you will get to respect him more. Okay. So yeah, Milroy, it was nice talking to you, and
Likewise.
we'll make sure
Sure.
we follow you
Thank you.
on this digital platform and post more about your videos and your
Definitely.
projects. Okay.
Yeah. Definitely. Thank you.
Okay.